Hey everyone, welcome back. We have a full 60-minute practice for you today. I'm with Emilia, and we're going to go through all of the postures for you. Listen and watch carefully. It will be continuous, so it's a full practice. You can do this at home as if you're here at Samahita, okay? So hopefully you've got your mat, and what we might need, it depends what you have at home, but we have blocks and the small cushions like this. So that will help. Something like this will help for this practice, okay? We're doing a mixture of a little bit of core, some salutations, standing poses, seated poses, and a back bend towards the end, okay? So get yourself ready, put your mat down, and what you need to do is lie down like this, so you're on your back with your knees bent. You have your feet parallel, about hip space, and just release in the face. Put your hands on the abdomen, just at the lower ribs. And you're going to breathe slowly and evenly. And what this helps is to connect you with your breath, because the breath is the thread that links everything together. It will be with you through the whole practice, and it will help you to gauge your energy levels, okay, and level of focus. So you see Emilia has this here, breathing in, expanding, breathing out slowly, and release. So take a few more, expand, and exhale slowly, release. We don't want to be forcing the breath, or struggling, or forcing the postures, so it will all work naturally together. Okay, now what we'll do next, take the feet a bit wider, so the feet open towards the edges of the mat, and then rock the knees left to right, side to side. We call it the windscreen wipers. Side to side, there's a little bit of twisting. The hip rolls across as the knee drops over. Yeah, so a few more there, side to side, and you'll feel it up through the waist. It's a nice way to get moving at the beginning of the practice. Now the knees come over to the left and drop down. Reach the right arm straight back. And that creates nice length. So you've got the right thigh forwards, the right arm back, and you'll feel it through this line of the body, extending from the psoas through to the arm. Then you inhale up and switch. Knees to the right side. The left arm comes back. Same thing. Lengthen that left side. Feel deep inside the body. So connect internally to find that length. Breathing with it. So it's inhale to extend. And then inhale, bring the knees back up. Okay. Next, lift the legs in the air and shake them loose. This is great. Nice wobbly thighs. You'll feel it all the way down to the pelvis. The sacrum is the base of the spine. A nice release. Then the feet come back down, hip space, parallel on the mat. Okay, so what Emilia is going to do is interlace the fingers. You try this. Hold the back of the head. Tilt the pelvis back, and the base of the spine is grounded to the mat. So it's the sacral region. The lower abdomen draws in to create a firmness, a stability. Take the inhale here, and on the exhale, lift the head and shoulders just a little bit. And on the inhale, come down again. So it's nice, steady work here for the core. Exhale, rise. Inhale, lowering, keeping the sacrum down. Exhale, rise. Inhale, back. Exhale, rise. Inhale, back. The thighs are stable. One more. Exhale, rise. Draw the navel region down and slowly inhale to the mat. Okay? One more variation. Point to the ceiling, straight up. Lift the feet off the mat until you have the knees stacked over the hips and the heels in front of the knees, just like this. If your neck is uncomfortable, you can go back to holding the head. So here we are, the legs stay stable. Sacrum down, navel drawn in. Take the inhale here, and exhale, rise to the ceiling. So it's going straight up. Inhale carefully down, and exhale, reach towards the ceiling. Up, inhale back. Exhale, rise. The legs are nice and stable, you see. Inhale back, and just one more. Exhale, rise, because this one's a bit more challenging. And inhale down, and release the feet to the mat. Okay, so just a couple of simple things to prep you up there. Now, put the left leg down, lift the right foot, and you take it with the hand, the left hand. So what we'll do with this one, first you can hug it, and then release just above the hip. Take the right arm to the side, inhale, and exhale, twist across. So the right knee moves to the left. Shoulders are grounded. The knee may not go all the way, but that's fine. Lengthen from the hip and down through the sacrum to extend the waist and the lower back. Okay, take a couple more breaths. Inhale, bring the knee back up. And exhale, put the leg down. Okay, so change leg. If you just start, hug the left thigh. And then bring the knee above the hip. You've got right hand to left knee, left arm to the side. Exhale, twist across. Okay, this is it. So the shoulders are grounded. And once again, there's length through the lower back, down through the sacrum. Take a couple more breaths. And then inhale, bring the knee up. Exhale, the leg comes down. Take a breath here. Then lift both knees, hold the knees, and rock forwards and back on the back of your body. If this is uncomfortable, you can roll sideways. But rock a few times. You get a bit of momentum. And then you rock up and hold your feet. So you have this. Now, depending how you feel there, you can keep hold or let go. Draw the lower abdomen deep, lift the heart, take a breath, not too long. Cross the other leg. One more breath. And exhale, draw the feet under the buttocks, lean forwards to the hands, and step back into a tabletop onto the hands and knees. Good. Fingers spread. Use your knuckles. Here, the fingertips, grounding the hands. Elbows bouncy, so you don't lock the joint. And if you push and lift just slightly in the upper back to keep the strength there. And what we'll do there is cat-cow. Inhale, arch the spine, look forwards. So you see there's a nice curve, but not collapsing the chest. You have to maintain that. Exhale, round the back. Root a bit more through the hands. Inhale, arching. This is cat. And exhale, root down and broaden the back of the body, lifting. Inhale, arch. And exhale, rounding one more time. Good. And back to a level position. Great. Now tuck your toes and sit on your heels. Walk your hands forwards. So you have a version of child's pose. So what we have is the length through the side, okay? Already sort of preparing downward dog. Now the knuckles are down, the armpits lift, as the upper arm doesn't collapse. Now with the hands set, you lift your knees up, and we do bent leg dog. Bent leg dog, so there's still a bend in the knee. Now what you do is push back through the hips, through the top of the thighs. And just make sure you don't collapse your chest. So it's lifting here, okay? Find that in your own posture. And then walk the heels up and down. So one heel, then the other, to start feeling the back of the body. Just try a few more times, stepping one heel, then the next. And then side to side. Move your hips to the left, your hips to the right. This is like a rocking side to side. Yeah, so you'll feel it through the side of the body. Really nice way just to get into this, waking up the body, different channels we feel, sides, the back, and so on. Good. And then you come back to center. Lift the heels up, inhale. Bend the knees out like a frog. We'll be doing a lot of these. Make sure your knuckle pads are down. And then Emilia and you're going to come forwards to the front to step. Lift up to your fingertips. You might need to take your arms more forwards if that feels better, or touch the shins with your hands so the lower back doesn't collapse. Right? So this is our half bend Uttanasana. Exhale forwards a bit deeper, soften the knees. Inhale, rise up, reach your arms all the way to stand. And exhale, arms down to the sides. Good. And this takes us to Samastitihi. Now, you might be able to put your feet together or have the feet hip space a bit wider if that's more comfortable. Connect through the balls of the toes. Put your fingertips on the lower abdomen. Scoop it back. And you need to feel the breath here in the upper abdomen. Okay, then release the arms, roll the shoulders, so that when you're ready to inhale, the arms glide, turn the palms, lift, gaze up if it's comfortable in the neck. Exhale, soften the knees, fold forwards, touch the mat. Inhale, the half lift, so you can go to your fingertips or up to the shins. Exhale, hands down to the mat, and just step back to frog. It's really a transition. Get the legs ready, and inhale, high plank. So you come forwards, draw back through the heels, but lift your thighs and hold your head steady. But we'll do an option one. Kneel down. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, bend the arms. It doesn't have to be too much. And up again. Now what we're going to do from there is just roll down flat to the belly. Loop the shoulders back so they're free. And inhale to cobra. So you have a low cobra. You've got your navel on the mat. Exhale, downward dog. Now remember, we're going to a bent leg dog first. Bent leg dog, lengthen through the sides, hollow the navel space in, and draw back through the top of the thighs. Release the neck. And once you're comfortable, you can draw back a bit more firmly through the thighs. Take another 2 breaths, breathing in, feel the whole breath. Exhale slowly, start to draw the lower abdomen deep at the end of the exhale. One more inhale. Exhale slowly, draw below the navel. Now inhale, heels lift. Exhale, knees bend. This is our frog. You can step or jump to the front. Inhale, Uttanasana. You lift the chest. This is the halfway version. Exhale a bit further forwards, but unlock the knees. And inhale, rise up with the arms lifting. Exhale, arms to the side. We try again, all right? So you ready? So there's a freedom in your shoulders. Inhale, turn the palms and reach up. You could look up or down. Root the tailbone. Exhale forwards, touch the mat. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, hands to mat. Step or jump to frog, and it gives you a soft landing. Inhale, high plank. Now, we've done kneeling, but if you already work your kneeling and you're ready for the straight version, you can try the straight plank push-up, okay? Exhale, bend, push back up. Good. Now, you might prefer cobra, so go down flat to your belly. But watch Emilia, you can keep the thighs up, lift the hips up, Scoop the tailbone and roll over the toes, straight to upward dog. You see that? And then you ground the top of the feet to the mat and lift the heart. This upward dog, downward dog, draw back, exhale. And here we go again. So we're back in downward dog. Start from the hands, fingertips, knuckles, lengthen the sides, hollow the lower abdomen in. You can alternate between a bent knee and then a straight leg. Okay, just to start again to connect into the thighs a bit more. Take another couple of breaths. Good. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, knees bend. Step or jump forwards. Lift to the fingertips or the shins. Inhale. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, rise up, all the way to stand, arms lift. And exhale, arms down. Great. So then salutation B. So we start adding more in. For salutation B, we start with Utkatasana. Feel this area. Scoop in. Exhale, bend. So you want to get the hip crease deep and back. Tailbone heavy, and there's the lightness in the arms to inhale, reach up. Now take another breath, not too bad, you can do this. You turn the upper arm out. The shoulder blade wraps. The thumbs come up and back. Exhale forwards to the mat, touch down. Inhale, lift the heart to lengthen the lower back. Exhale, hands on the mat, step or jump into bent knees, a soft landing. Inhale, high plank or kneeling. So we're going to do high plank again. Exhale, bend the arms and push up. That's one exhale breath. Draw the hips back, tilt the tailbone under, and roll over the toes for upward dog. Inhale, downward dog, exhale. This takes us to warrior. Step the right foot forwards. And you see then you need to turn the back foot just slightly out and the heel coming down. We'll come up to straight legs. Inhale, so the arms lift. You're facing the front. And this is a good place just to pause, take another breath. Root the tailbone, turn the upper arms, broadening the upper back, and reaching through the thumbs. Now, you can look forwards or up. See how your neck feels. Now, bend the knee on an exhale breath. It's just taking you deeper into the posture. There, into the hip. Take another breath. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step to frog. Inhale, plank. Let's try the kneeling again. Kneel down. Bend the arms, push back up, even just a tiny bit. Go flat, and then roll back to cobra, lift the heart, so the arms are bent, and into downward dog with the exhale. So you step the left leg forwards, look at the back foot, you've got to turn the heel in slightly, come up to straight legs, inhale, arms are ready, you turn the chest forwards, and bend your left knee with an exhale. Keep the strength in the back leg. So you're drawing back through the thigh and down through the outer edge of the foot. Take another breath. Exhale, hands to mat. Step back to bent knees. Inhale, high plank or kneeling. You should know these now. Bend the arms, push back up. Go flat for cobra, or watch this again, glide over the toes for upward dog. The upward dog, you ground the top of the feet, lift the thighs, and exhale, downward dog. If you need a rest, go to child's pose. So let's try child's pose, kneel down. And maybe you don't need this yet, but it's always there if you need to settle down. Gather the breath and check you're breathing through the nose. So just take a few more breaths, feel your way into it. get ready again. So come to downward dog if you're still in child's pose. Lift the heels, inhale. Bend the knees, exhale. Step or jump. Lift the heart, inhale. That lengthens the lower back. Fold, exhale. Now we come back to the beginning. So bend the knees deeper, arms up. Utkatasana. Take another breath. Yeah. Heavy tailbone. Sides lengthening. Arms turning from up at the top there. And wait for it. Exhale, release, arms down. Okay? We'll do one more. So connect to the lower abdomen, scoop it in. Exhale, bend. Inhale, the arms reach. So there's a wrapping feeling of the shoulder blades. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, hands to mat, step or jump, frog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, bend the arms, push back up. Cobra or upward dog, see how you feel. Downward dog, exhale, come back. Now, so just to help there, you turn the left heel in first, that's it. Step the right foot forwards. Inhale, come to straight leg warrior first. And exhale, bend the right knee. Take one more breath. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back. So if this is too much, you wait in downward dog. But you can do the whole transition again. Frog, plank, push up. Cobra or upward dog, either way. There's the low cobra. Downward dog, exhale. Good, so take the left leg forwards. Check both of your feet are in the mat. Inhale to straight leg. Exhale, bend your left knee. Good, set it up, take another breath. Breathing through the nose, always. Exhale, hands down, step back. You can go to downward dog or do the whole transition. Plank, push up. Cobra or upward dog. And exhale, downward dog, push back, or a child's pose if you prefer. Take a few long breaths, release the neck, lengthen the sides, keep a little softness in the knee. The heel might not go all the way, remember? Lengthen back through the hip crease. Just a little bit longer. A few more breaths. So it's good to have some quiet moments where you go more internal, focus on what you're feeling, experiencing while you're there in the practice. So inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Step or jump. Lift the heart, inhale. Fold, exhale. And keep a bit of softness in the knee there. Bend the knees, arms up, Utkatasana. Let's stay there. How about that? Just a little bit longer. 3, hips low, arms high. So you've got this feeling of length in between. Wrap around from the shoulder blades. 2, and 1. Release the arms down as you stand. Okay? So we're going to go through again with extra standing postures. So follow with this. So it's a sort of mini vinyasa sequence. We start where we were with salutation B. You ready? So it's from here, the hip crease. Exhale, bend. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, step or jump to frog. Inhale, high plank or kneeling. Bend the arms, push back up. Go down for cobra or upward dog. You can swing over, that's lovely. Exhale, downward dog. step the right foot. So warrior one is the starting point. Warrior one, right leg. Inhale up to straight leg first. Lift your arms. Turn your chest to the front and bend your knee. Exhale. So there's our warrior one. Now we transition from here to two, but start straight leg, inhale. Turn out. You might need to adjust the back foot a little bit. So this one, heel out. And you bend the right knee there to warrior two. Good. And you see this is centered. You might be too much one way. If you get a nice balance through both arms, and then you rise up through the crown of your head while you sit down through the hips. Really brings this together. Okay. Now, you straighten the right leg slowly, but don't lock the knee. So you have a little bit of space there. The balls of the toes grounded. Inhale, lift the right arm. This is getting ready for Trikonasana. Exhale to the side. Now you can use a block or touch your shin. Inhale, turn to the side. You see this? Back leg solid. Connects to the left hip, so it's all nice and connected. Reaching up, gazing up or down. This is lovely. And just check you have the length from the armpit and hip so the right side of the body doesn't collapse. Good. Take a few more breaths. Once again, you're supporting around the left hip, firm at the thigh. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, bend the right knee. So you're back into the warrior leg. Now, reverse warrior. Touch the left leg, lift the right arm. Inhale. And exhale. Option one for side angle is elbow to knee. Or put your hand on a block or on the mat. You see there's still a space below the ribs. That is helpful. Reach up and across. So this arm will rotate there. Lovely. Now you can gaze to the hand or gaze forwards is fine, just to the front of the room there. Great. Take a few breaths with this. It's Parshva-Konasana. This is nice. 3, 2, 1. Inhale up. Now you pivot to high lunge. So you turn on the left foot, arms lift, bend the right knee, and then the left knee comes down. Okay? So you're just setting up before the twist. Put your thumbs on your buttocks and draw down at the sacrum. Scoop the lower abdomen in. Take the hands together for inhale, or maybe just your fingertips. Exhale, twist to the right so your elbow goes across the knee. And we need to make sure we're not falling into the leg. So you lift the rib cage and then rotate. Okay, so this is option one. You can also straighten the left leg, the thigh. Now you have to balance. So if you lift the heel and lift the thigh together, you have a good strong left leg, and that will support the rest. 3, hold it and breathe. Extend out through the crown of your head. 2, 1. Gaze down, place the hands to the mat. Exhale back to frog, or you can do downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, push up. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Good. So we're back here. Left leg forwards. Let's do it again. Through the cycle of postures. Warrior one, straight leg. And you bend the left knee. Inhale up, turn, and bend into warrior two. So bend the left knee. You get a distance between the legs that works well for you. So there's good left to right balance. Now try this. Lift your toes. Lift the tip of the toes, and the balls of the toes you feel nice and solid in the mat. That helps a lot. Slowly straighten the left leg without locking the knee. Reverse inhale. Exhale, reach to the side and touch down to the shin, or try your block. So the block could be just there for your hand, so it gives you some firmness. And you're lifting up there, keeping the length from the hip to the rib. just like this. Okay. Stay with that for a few more breaths. So these postures we hold. Just double check you've got the core support. So that's the lower abdomen scooped in, the Uddiyana. 2. And 1. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior 2, bend the left leg. Inhale, reverse warrior. And that opens up the side. And you exhale, you've got elbow option first on the knee, or the hand to the block. Keep a space just under the ribs. Now glide your other arm across. You might get stuck in the shoulder, so the shoulder blade needs to wrap and glide to help your arm come across. Good. Look up or down or forwards, whichever feels right for you. This is lovely, so you take a few more breaths. So experience the posture, breathe well. And then inhale up, pivot and turn to high lunge. So lift the right heel. And then slowly come down to the right knee. Just check your sacrum is grounding downwards and your lower abdomen is scooping inwards. Inhale, get ready. Exhale, twist to the left side. Okay, this is lovely. So we have some space under the ribs. Now the back leg, you can stay there or work with the back leg, heel up, thigh up, so it works together. And you'll feel that lengthen all the way out through the crown of your head. And you should have some space to breathe there. The upper abdomen is not crushed. 3, 2, and 1. Gaze down. Exhale, frog, or if you prefer, just wait in downward dog. Inhale, plank. Kneeling or straight push-up. Exhale. Cobra or upward dog with the inhale. And downward dog, exhale. Now we can all take a rest. So kneel down, have a child's pose, gather your breath, and find a bit of stillness there. So just a moment. Okay, is that long enough? Let's get ready. Downward dog. Lift the heels, inhale. Bend the knees, exhale. Step or jump forwards. Lift the heart, inhale. Fold, exhale. And we'll just come straight back up. Inhale, lift your arms and reach. And exhale, arms down. Okay, let's face this way. So what we'll do from here, with the feet open, about hip space, the toes lifting, and your fingertips pinch around the lower abdomen. So hollow that in. Take the inhale to there, the upper abdomen. Exhale, soften the knee, and you fold right in here. Exhale, down. Grip the big toes with the 2 fingers on each side. Lift the chest again, inhale. So that will wake up the back of the body. And you fold, exhale, scoop in deep in the Uddiyana, the lower abdomen. You may keep more softness in the knee to start off. See how you feel. If you're comfortable, ground down through your thighs, feet, and back through the inner thigh there. So there's a bit more firmness through the legs. Okay, we'll take a few breaths. And just check you have a space around the neck so it's not squeezing in there. Okay, hold for a moment. Then you inhale, lift the heart, so it's the halfway lift. Exhale, soften the knee. Hold the hips. The fingertips go right in. Now lift through the heart, inhale up, and draw down at the tailbone as you lift. And exhale, release. Good. So what we'll try next, a balance. Let's try it together. So we'll mirror you, understand? I'll join in there. So if you bring your feet closer, draw the ball of the big toe down. So you're going to use your right leg, understand? Lift your right knee. If you're watching, just follow like a mirror. This is option 1. You hold the knee. If you're comfortable with it, take 2 fingers to the big toe, let the knee drop out, and stand tall. Keep the connection in the center of the body, the lower abdomen. Extend your right leg. It might not be fully straight. Remember, you can hold your knee instead. So this is the basic. Got it? So Emilia's there in the full one. Now, let's see how this goes. Inhale, open to the side. It might be tricky. So that could be a bent knee or a straight. Keep the hip descending. That's your right hip. Tall. Inhale, center. And exhale, just let it release down. That's great. Okay, so we try again. Root down through the balls of the toes. Now take your left leg. And I've got the other arm out, you see, to help the balance. Stay upright and steady in the center. Option 2 is the big toe. Emilia will do that. Got it? Hold steady. And it helps to focus on one point. If you have something in front, then you open carefully. So it might just be a little bit. Maybe you can open more. Keep the left buttock down so that it doesn't stick out the back. Keep the heart open and lifted. Breathing well. Inhale to the middle and exhale down to there. Okay, have a little shake. And we'll come back to here at the front of the mat. So this is where we work our way back down for the seated postures. We start just like in a salutation. So feet grounded, connect to the lower abdomen, scoop it in. Inhale the arms, lift, wrap the shoulder blades, gaze up. And soften the knees, fold, exhale, bend at the hip crease. Inhale, half lift, lift the heart. Exhale, hands to mat, step or jump to frog. Now if you've still got energy for this, plank, push up with the exhale, cobra or upward dog, and exhale, downward dog, and child's pose, so we can come down and relax. So take a few breaths here. So you relax the face, the jaw. So to go from here to sitting, let's go back to downward dog. So what we do, step the left foot just towards the right hand, crossing the shins, yeah, and then the other foot crosses through and you sit. You can also jump there. Otherwise, just do it that way. Good, and we'll bring the legs out in front like this. So you go to bent knees. Now, this is to start. This is where you may need the cushion or even the block. So I'll just show you. If you sit on this one, it helps the lower back lengthen a bit more. So you're not stuck here. Yeah, so we want to lengthen the lower back and hollow the lower abdomen in. Now we'll start with bent knees. And if you hold the back of the thigh, spread the back of the thigh, inhale. And then fold forwards, reach towards your feet. Then take another inhale to lift the chest, and you fold towards the thighs there. So you see the ribs are close to the thighs, and we're not collapsing the lower back. So this is important. We'll take a few long breaths here. Now you see Emilia's edging a little bit lower. Now if you lift the chest a little bit more, inhale, and fold again, slowly exhale. So you might not get as deep as this, but you can work gradually. And it's a long, steady process of opening the body. Now inhale, lift the chest, keep the grip on the feet. Exhale, release, come back. Put the feet flat. And the hands go behind. So if you have a look at this, maybe you can point all the way forwards, but turning the hand just slightly out is fine as well. The shoulder blades will scoop under the back of the chest. Now the legs stay firm, and you scoop the tailbone and lift the hips. That's it, up. Initially look forwards. You look down to the navel, draw the navel area down. If you're comfortable, drop the head back, but it might not feel good yet. Hold steady, draw the inner thigh down, and that keeps stability there in the thighs and hips. 3, there's a nice lift behind the chest. 2, 1, and sit back down. Shake the legs, and we'll switch the posture. So you may need the cushion or may remove the cushion. Okay, so Emilia's going to bend the knee. So try this at home. Bend the right leg. The heel is to the inner thigh. In some cases, you may be really stuck on this leg. So you can also try to put a small cushion or towel behind the knee. Okay, that's just an option. You're okay. Now activate through the ball of the big toe. Lift the right arm, inhale. Exhale, reach across to the foot or the shin. Inhale again to lengthen. And exhale, fold back towards the right leg. So it's a variation of Janu Shirshasana. We'll take a few breaths. So you're releasing slowly with the breath, the exhale to settle in. Now inhale, lift back up, and exhale, let go of the foot. Okay, keep the leg position, twist to the right, and just check your hips are grounded here at the top. Lift the left arm, inhale. And exhale, reach to the inside of the leg, so the mat towards the inside. It could just be the hand first. Rotate to the right and lift the right arm. If the shoulder's stuck, you hold the hip. And with the exhale, it's just a gradual process to walk the left hand a little bit more if you're comfortable. But we'll ground the hip there, right at the top of the thigh, and add some rotation through the rib cage towards the ceiling. Careful not to fall backwards, because that's quite common in this one. And this might be too low for some of you. You can do it higher up. Okay, so we'll hold for a moment. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. And inhale up, turn around, and change leg. So we'll go to the same thing on the other side. Bend your left leg. The heel comes to the inner thigh. Keep the right leg steady, and it just helps to have a bit of activity through the ball of the big toe. Lift the left arm, inhale. Exhale, reach across your shin or to the edge of your foot. Inhale again to get some space, and exhale, folding towards the thigh. And it's a gradual process. See how it feels for you and how far you need to go. And now just get back to the breath. So these postures are quieter. We're more still. We get into the breath and we're slowing down. So you get more of that inner meditative experience. One more breath. And inhale up. Exhale, release. Twist to the left side. Okay. Lift the right arm, inhale, and reach towards the mat on the inside. Work a distance that you can manage. You'll see there twisting to the left side. Now the left hand can go on the hip or reach across the side of your head. And with the breath, you exhale a bit lower. So see how it feels. Just check your thighs here, grounded at the top of the thigh, at the hip. Rotate slightly upwards, so there is a twisting action in that. Okay, just 2 more breaths. And inhale up. Turn around, release your legs. Good, now extend. And what you do here is take the cushion again. Sit on your cushion. It helps a little bit for this. You bend the right leg. So we'll both show. So what you have, make a slightly bigger gap in the middle. Now inhale, lift the right arm. And exhale, put your elbow to the inside of the knee. This is an open twist. You're going to sit up, inhale, and exhale, twist to the left. So you're twisting away from the bent leg. Keep your right knee and elbow steady together. Now you start to turn and open up that way. As an extra option, if you're comfortable with the shoulders, you go into a long reach forwards with your right arm, rotate and bend. I mean, even that might be tricky, but you're working that around your leg, you see? And the other one will grip. Now let's still twist to the left though. So you're going to open it up. So this is a more accessible bound twist that you can try. And then turn forwards and release. Okay, try the other side. Bend the left leg. So once again, you've got elbow to knee. Connect. You sit tall, inhale. And you're twisting to the right. So it's open twist. And this is option 1. If you're ready to work with the binding, make sure it's left arm out in front, rotate inwards and bend at the elbow. And the other one will turn that way to grip. But you sit up, inhale, and turn to the right side, opening out there. So we'll take a few breaths. Remember, inhale creates length, and exhale, we turn a bit further in. Okay, release and let go. Now put the feet together. Let's face that way. So we'll face you. Feet together. This is a tricky one. Baddha Konasana. Now, you might be able to go quite close, or you need a bit more space. See how it feels. And we'll sit up tall from the middle. Rock side to side. Sometimes all it takes is a bit of sort of movement in the hip joint to free things up. Good, then you find the middle. And there's a rolling. You roll forwards and back with your torso, rolling into the hip. So we'll go like this, like sweeping around and back. And this might be all you do for now. Let's see how it feels. And the other direction. Okay, then you get to center. Now, depending where you are with this, your feet might start to open. So when the thighs come down, the feet open like a book. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, scoop the lower abdomen in. Let your buttocks go back slightly. And you're moving your way in forward. Check your shoulders are not squeezing, because we don't need to pull into this. And if you inhale up again, set it back up, and exhale forwards that way, okay? Now take a few breaths there. And if you've got your block, you might just make your head come to that so the neck is more relaxed. Let's take a few longer, full, slow breaths. And some things just take time, you know? Take a little bit more. Okay, inhale up. Take your hands to the outer knee, bring them back in. Okay, put your hands outside of your knee, and open the feet slightly. Push the knees outwards, push your hands inwards. So you'll feel there the outer hip muscles switch on. And you do the opposite, pull the knees out with the hands, but push the knees in against the hands. Yeah. And release. Good. Now if you come back to your mat, we'll go to Marichyasana C. Now this does help with the cushion. So if you want to try this, just so your lower back doesn't collapse. Bend the right leg, draw the heel back. The options are to hug your thigh, so it will be left arm around, or you inhale up and sweep across over the knee this way. So see how that goes for you. Inhale, extend up, and exhale, start to rotate. Good. We'll take a few breaths there. Keeping the other leg steady in place, reaching the balls of the toes that way. So there's nice length in the spine. Now turn around and change the leg. Good. Bend the left knee, draw the heel back towards the buttock on that side. Remember, you can hug your leg or wrap across. So wrapping across with the elbow this way. And it will bring the ribs towards the thigh there, opposite sides. Keep the length. Inhale, extend. Exhale, turn to the left side. Take a few more breaths. And turn around this way. Good, release. Now move the cushion and lie flat on your back. Okay, so take a moment there. If you can lie flat first. And we're nearly at Shavasana. And this is just a taste of it. Relax the mouth and face. And relax into the abdomen with a slow exhale breath. And once again, it's good to have moments of stillness where you stop and check in with yourself, feel it, and make sure your breath is even and not forced. Now we'll prepare for a bridge pose. Okay, so what we'll do here, bend the knees and draw the heels towards the body a bit more. Now they don't have to touch the buttocks, but you might just get the fingertips to the heel, but it might be less than that, okay? So see what you're ready to do. Check the feet are parallel, and you'll need to use the ball of the big toe area to root down through the feet. And we're not just going to push up, there's a process. So what you try with this is this scooping And so the lower abdomen goes in and the sacrum starts to go down and forwards. The shoulders and the back of the arm here will connect to the mat like this. So it does help to press the palm and the shoulder blade down. You exhale, draw the lower abdomen, scoop, and inhale, lift the hips. Yeah, connect through here, through the upper arm and the shoulder blade. There's nice space in the side ribs. The throat is open. The neck is still long and not crushed. And just check there through the inner edge of the foot, especially the big toe, grounded. Okay, and this is steady. Then to come down, exhale, roll from the neck, upper back, and down to the lower back. Okay, we'll try this again. So it's exhale, scoop, inhale, lift. Arms connect to the mat. Throat open, so you're not crushing in. Now what we'll add, instead of pushing too high, is you bounce slightly. So you're just going to release the pelvis like this. Now if you pause in the middle, it's less intense here. Arms are really strong to the mat through the shoulders, and the inner thighs move down through the middle. Good, and then exhale, roll again from the upper back to the lower back. Good, lift your legs in the air, give them a loose shake. Nice and loose, shake, shake, shake. It gives release in the lower back. Good, now keep your legs in the air and bend them at the knee, 90-degree bend, and the arms go into a cactus. So the shoulder blade and elbow are down. Spread the toes. And firstly, this is really good after some back bending type postures for the sacrum. You'll rock left to right, but keeping your joints aligned at the knees and the ankles. Rock left to right. You can rock a little more kind of smoothly. You also get the feeling at the sacrum massaging on the mat. So it's left to right. And then we'll hold to the left. Now you've got to engage a bit more here. Scoop the lower abdomen. Connect the shoulder blades down. 3, 2, 1, and over to the other side. Stay strong and firm and steady through the shoulders. 3, lower abdomen scooped. 2, 1, and center. Then exhale, the feet come back down and lie flat. Take a few breaths. We'll just do a couple more things. And we'll go back to the reclining twist. So bring the left leg in, bend the right knee, and take your left hand to the right knee. So it's preparing the twist. Right arm to the right side. Roll across to twist. Pull the left hip back underneath into the mat if you've come off your mat. And keep the length in the lower back. So you're drawing down through the sacrum, the base of the spine. And back up, we'll switch the leg. Right leg comes down, hold the left knee with the right hand and take that across. Good, lengthen down through the base of the spine, keep the shoulders grounded. And inhale, bring the knee back up. Okay, and then hold both knees. You can either roll straight up or roll sideways first. And then we'll come up to sit. Cross your legs. So we'll try this way. You just put shin over shin and bring the knees a bit closer. Yeah, Sukhasana. And take your hands down. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, walk. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, walk. Okay. And release your head. You could use the block for your head. We won't be here too long. It's a way to really just finish with this attitude of gratitude, like a prostration almost. And then we'll inhale up, come back to sit, cross the other leg. Inhale and exhale. And you get that inner feeling of release. Now inhale back up. Turn around on your mat. Lie back. Now the cushion under the head is a lovely addition. That's it. You can also put cushions under your knees for Shavasana if your lower back aches. Now for some people that is required. And just let your body hang down. So this is where you surrender, release, relax the jaw and the mouth and the tongue. And you'll feel the softening of the facial muscles and deep inside your skull. Breathe slowly, and you might just notice that subtle breath in your abdomen. And the feeling of the inner organs relaxing. So deep inside the body, release, let go, down through the thighs. And you take as much time as you need with this. It may be you have 10 minutes after a 1 hour practice, roughly. You might need more. And it's nice just to stay there, empty out, and see where it takes you. Okay? So then, if you bring the knees up, this is to get out. When you're finished, roll to the side. And again, you stay here a little longer. It's nice. Push yourself back up to sit. And that takes us through to the end of our practice. So if you've stayed for the whole video, that's great. Thank you so much for watching. We have more on offer. Subscribe, check the channel, or better still, how about you come to Samahita and take all of the classes we have, which are many and very helpful and valuable for your well-being and health. So from us, from Emilia and myself, thank you. It's been wonderful, and we do hope to see you soon. Okay? Have a great day. Thank you.